Hi, welcome to the channel today. So what we're going to do is look over some deals here and see if there's anything that's looks attractive. Start here. Okay, first thing we're going to do is look at businesses in Indiana. Just going to search. We're going to let's go through 3 businesses today. I'll try to do them as fast as I can. First one we're going to look at is a profitable home health care provider, Indianapolis, Indiana. Asking price is $800,000. EBITDA, which is basically everything before taxes, interest, and depreciation, is $300,000. So they're asking roughly a 2.75 multiple. That's good. We're always looking for below a 4 multiple. So we want this to be, if this is cash flow 300, we want it to be below 1.2 million. It is below 1.2 million. It's 800,000. So that's good. Established 2007, and it has some history here, 17 years. 28 employees, profitable licensed home healthcare provider, Medicare, Medicaid certified. That could be good or bad. I mean, the billing for that can be quite a long time to get paid from the government. It's like it has network contracts with medical insurers providing workers' comp. Based on rate increases on July 1, 2023, EBITDA will increase by approximately 175 a year. The operating territory is Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. They're not medical professionals selling because they also have other businesses they would like to focus on. So that's not a good sign. Whenever you see this, that's not the best sign. Included in the sale are state license for home health care services, certification by Medicare and Medicaid, Access Home Health Operating System. Okay, Director of Nursing, registered nurse, staff in place. PTs, OTs on PRN basis, website, intake coordinator, home health aides. Real estate's lease, there's no real estate included. Lease expiration is 3/9/24, so it's already expired. So the SBA, if you're going to go SBA route, requires 10 years or the length of the SBA loan. So if it's a 15-year SBA loan, you need 15 years. So we would need this to go out to 2039 if it included real estate and the loan, or 2034 if it just included the business. Employees 28. This will be a sale of membership interest. Area has a significant target population, the 84,000 mark. The level of 65 plus population is only 3 times the volume that this franchisor uses for newly sold territories. Company has outperformed competitors. The service has a significant target population near the 125,000 mark. The industry is expected to experience a solid 8% growth rate. Support and training. We will remain available to provide guidance as needed for some period of time after sale. I'm assuming this is another business, something along those lines. This isn't a bad one. Let's see here. So we pulled up a loan calculator here. So I usually will go on my phone. That's what I'm doing right now. I use the Loan Calc app. Okay. And let's say we put 10% down, so that'd be 80,000 down. So the loan would be 720,000. Term would be 10 years, interest rate's 10.5%. So the loan is roughly $9,700 a month. I don't know if you can see that. $9,700 a month. So it's roughly 115,000 a year, 110,000 a year. So if you take this EBITDA and subtract 110, you're left with a 190. So you make roughly 100% return every year on this one. So not sure why they're selling. Like I said, Medicaid and Medicare can have a long billing cycle. So you could bill today and not get paid for 4 to 6 months. So when you're talking about cash flow, if their overall revenue is 750. Okay, this is kind of weird. I don't know. Okay, it's gross revenue. So maybe that's not their total revenue, because that would be strange if they were making almost 40% margins with 28 employees. I mean, how do you How are you paying 28 people in the medical field $350,000? That doesn't seem right. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this would let's just put our yeah. I might look at this one later. Let's go to this next one here. Absentee and mobile bespoke tailoring franchise. I can just say off the bat, it's probably not a good deal. That was 2020. Asking price 77. Cash flow 140. Gross revenue 200. I'm assuming this is like a seller. You know, the seller is basically the only employee here. Yeah, one employee, right? I'm using a program plugin. I'll put it in the link. It's basically, yeah, it's called Deal Analyzer. It's a Chrome plugin that I pay for. I think it's $10 a month, and it automatically goes through and kind of picks out all this data for us. Okay, this high-end 100% bespoke men's and women's suit and blazer franchise is a perfect addition to anyone looking to add passive revenue or career change. I own this franchise as a 100% franchise absentee franchisee and cash flowed in the first week and was in the black in less than 8 months. Current locations netting up to $500K annually. Strong current customer base, official clother of US LSU football, no inventory, 0 employees, all clothers are 1099 contractors, full turnkey social media, lead generation from franchisor, business in a trunk, low cost, high margins, absentee model, or run it day to day. 1 employee, mobile business, no rent, no landlord, no inventory, no headaches, no competition, ample territory. Well, the question would be why are they selling it? So I'm going to look at the website. I don't know if you guys can see this website. I'll go ahead and share the screen too. Okay, you should be able to see this screen now. So this is the broker. Okay, so this is just a broker. Okay, let me just go back to this one. Let's go back to the other tab we were on. Yeah, this one, I mean, not a good deal. I don't know. I mean, if you were looking for something low margins to get into, but it just doesn't make sense why it would only be for sale for 77 if they're really doing 140, right? So that means they're only paying contractors $60,000 a year. So then why aren't they selling it for 140? It's only been open since 2020. So I don't know, really weird. I wouldn't say that, tailoring is becoming more of a thing, right? Like, would you say tailoring is becoming more or less of a thing? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's becoming more. Like in 20 years, do we think suits are going to be more popular or less popular? I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw somebody wearing a suit. Like for weddings, prom, graduations, funerals. I mean, so I guess maybe you'll always have suits, but I wouldn't say it's a market that's increasing. I would say if anything, it's probably decreasing because people used to wear suits to the office and now it's not really so much of a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this could be a solid deal. I mean, whenever you can get something less than 1 time, this is literally 0.5 times. So the next question I would have is I would call the seller Mr. What's his name? Michael Stavronakis and, see what's the deal with this one. Why is he selling? Is he out of state? It does look like he has a out of state phone number here. Or maybe that's a broker. Interesting. I don't know. Let's look at one more here. Okay, I have looked at this one before. Let's go ahead and look at it. Successful restoration franchise serving multiple counties. Plymouth, Indiana. It's a couple hours for me. Asking $2.3 million. Cash flow 769. Gross revenue 2.6 million. Multiples 3.11. Debt service would be around 379. He'd already calculated that for us, and the net cash flow would be 390. So great numbers. I mean, if you put in the money, you're literally going to get it back in 6 months, right? So great numbers. Full service restoration company and franchisee for a nationally recognized brand. So it's a franchise. And keep in mind that these net cash flow numbers, those are after franchise fees. So it doesn't even really matter. If the numbers work, they work. Who cares, right? Now, if you like to have, if you like to be a super huge control freak, maybe it matters to you. But at the end of the day, if it's cash flowing, it's cash flowing. It's probably actually safer if it is a franchise. Company is a leader in the regional market and provides restoration services, including fire and smoke damage restoration, mold remediation, carpet cleaning, air duct cleaning, soda blasting, biohazard cleanup, dead people, and repairs. Absentee owners and private equity not considered for this transaction. So they want somebody who's going to be in the field with these people. Now, one thing you can do is approach it as you're going to be 100% in there, doing your thing. And then eventually you can have management, right? So that's something to think about. Once you get it, you get it, right? So highly trained and talented leadership team, national brand awareness, turnkey systems and corporate training, established presence, and regional reputation. I mean, for me, this one, I've reached out on this one. I think it's a good deal. This is a very complicated industry. Restoration, there's a lot going on here, especially when you go back to what they do. Where did that go? Didn't we just read a bunch of stuff here? Oh, yeah. Fire and smoke damage restoration, mold remediation, carpet cleaning. So it looks like they're just generally keep cleaning carpets. Air duct cleaning, that is not restoration, right? So that's a different skill. Soda blasting, biohazard cleanup, that is definitely not restoration. That's cleaning up, feces, people that have passed, then repairs. So it sounds like they're actually doing a little bit of construction as well. So, I mean, definitely not an easy, it sounds like they're doing over and above probably what the franchisor does. It's probably why the numbers are so good, right? But for me, this is a solid one. I mean, 300,000, right? You only have to put $239,000 down, roughly, probably 250. I mean, you're definitely going to get back all your money in the first year, probably 7 months. But if you're going to be conservative, I mean, you could probably be a year and you'll get your money back. If you want to leave you obviously want to leave at least 100,000 in the bank account at all times, especially with this high of a payroll, 2.6 million. You always want to have at least 5 to 10% of that number in the bank account, because your monthly expenses are going to be, roughly 1.9 million. So that's over 12 months. That's over 1.100 and so yeah, you want to try to maintain that $100,000 mark, just so you don't mess up your cash flow. And typically when you get a loan, they're going to give you a cash flow portion to it. So they're going to give you this $2 million roughly after your down payment. Then they'll give you an additional 1 to 3 months of cash flow. It's basically a line of credit, interest only, that you can use to kind of supplement that account until you get things going. But yeah, this one's a great one, I think. I mean, in my opinion, this is a great one. Reached out on this one. I'm not sure why I haven't heard back. So I might follow up on this one, see where it's at. It sounds like they've obviously had an interest. That's why they put this note here. So anyways, I think that's good for the 22nd today, and I'll go ahead and upload this and let me know if you guys like this format. Thanks for hanging around. Good luck. Subscribe and share. How do we go back here?